Yeah, we are here living the life, loving the live. What do I want to say? Live the life you love. Wow, we can do this. Okay, welcome. My name is Kelly Higginbotham. I am super jazzed to have you tonight. If you're catching this on the replay, also welcome, because I know that this time doesn't always work for people, but we got to think about all the time zones. Am I right? In fact, speaking of time zones, drop in the comments where you're tuning in from. Would love to see. I think it's super fun to know where everyone's coming from. I personally live in Spokane, Washington, way up in the Northwest. We got Omaha, we've got South Dakota, we got Portland, Arizona. So fun. I love that Zoom brings us all together from all over the world, really, but tonight our US of A. So glad that you were here. Oh, okay. So yes, okay. Thank you for choosing some time with us tonight. I know that you all have busy lives, busy schedules, whether you're momming or just got off a full days of work, or you got to do some chores or whatever that looks like for you in life. I know that you could have been spending this time doing something else. So we want to respect your time and move through this with power and zest and quickness, and leave you feeling informed and equipped to make a decision to know how you want to move forward tonight. So something I do know about this group, though, is that you on some level are deeply committed to the sustainable success of your life. And you were invited by someone that cares a lot for you, okay? They want success for you and your health and your finances so that you can get after what matters most to you in life. Because think about it, if you are sick or broke, life feels a lot harder for you. Sometimes as we age, we stop dreaming, we stop believing that life can be more fun, more peaceful, more free. And so our commitment tonight is to help you see that your dreams don't have to die. But what if you could create a real impact, an impact that lasts? And what if you could live a life that you love? How many of you want to live a life that you love tonight? I personally love my life. Does it mean it's perfect? No way. There's plenty of hiccups along the way, but overall, there are so many things to be thankful for, and definitely my health and definitely our finances are a part of that. Okay, so I want to begin by sharing a little bit of the culture of our team. What can you expect if you join our team tonight? We are a group of men and women who believe that you can have as much success as you are willing to grow for. Okay, not just as you want, but that you are willing to step out of your comfort zone and really invest in your time and your energy to grow, because we don't grow inside our comfort zone, we grow outside of our comfort zone. We are a team that values personal growth and development, positivity, hard work, big vision, and a healthy lifestyle. We train, we encourage, we cheer for each other in our weekly and our monthly calls, and as well as create a space of grace for you to fail as you go and as you grow, if you will. Basically on our team, everyone has an opportunity to learn and to grow at the pace that they want without judgment or hustle. This business feels a lot like a personal growth program that you get paid for. Oh, woo, woo. So did you know, speaking of social selling, okay, if we're talking about our team, let's move on to what social selling is, or network marketing. That, did you know that go ahead and mute yourself. I can't mute everybody right now. Oh, there we go. Okay. Did you know that social selling or network marketing is its own robust economy? I just realized this, especially in 2020, because in 2020, I know this for a fact because our own company blew up in so many good ways. We expanded the most, we've added the most, we reached the most people in a single year during a pandemic. While the rest of the world's economy was crumbling, ours was exploding. That was very exciting. Oh my goodness. Okay. Something that makes Plexus an excellent company to consider is that our products focus on gut health, blood sugar regulation, and inflammation. according to an article from 2020, wellness products are one of the top selling categories in this industry. So if you're looking for a business in this business model or different products, the wellness products are going to be a win for you. Okay. If it's the number one selling, you know that your products are going to work, right? And we know that gut health, blood sugar regulation, and inflammation control are at the root of most health issues. So a lot of people really benefit from what we have to offer. Also, 20% of all millionaires in the world made their fortune through network marketing. So I don't know how many of you guys jumping on tonight want to be a millionaire. Even if you want to come close, this is a business model that might work for you. So enough about what I think and why I think it's great. Let's hear from two other women in this business who are finding massive success. We're going to start with Stephanie. Stephanie, and this is where I'm going to be able to unpin myself. Bring on Stephanie. Oops, I did not want to do that. I just muted you. Sorry. Go ahead. There you go.
Okay, there. I think I'm unmuted now.
Yeah, yes. Okay. So Stephanie, you've been with Plexus for 2 years. You were a fourth grade teacher before moving to Canada for your husband's job. And then you moved back to the States this last year, worked as a substitute teacher. And now you're working part-time in your kids' ministry at your church. You've been married 13 years, have 2 boys, 7 and 2.5, and 1 on the way. I love babies. So tell me a little bit with all of that, how does this business model fit in your family and your growing family?
Yeah, well, it was when I started in Canada, I wasn't really, working full time. I was just kind of I was working part time from home and taking some French classes, trying to learn some French. But moving back, and then I started subbing pretty much full time most days. I had to be intentional, but I found I was still able to make time to work my business even while having like pretty much a full-time job and being busy with kids and my family. And it's great because when you can adjust when you're going to work and when you're going to put in time for your business. But working full-time is actually kind of nice because I'm around people and I'm talking with people and I'm networking. Like I'm growing my network by being with people. And so naturally at work, I'm making connections with other teachers who definitely need Plexus. And that was just a great thing for my business too. But then I would just kind of find time either early mornings or in the evenings. And that would be when I would squeeze that time in to work my business and still keep going, even with a full-time job and a pretty busy lifestyle.
I love that. So you made a way, you made it a priority, and you were able to even utilize the people that you were already working with during the day to help grow your business and create an impact there. Wow, we can talk tonight. Okay. So what did you have to overcome to pursue this as a business? Were there any concerns that you had getting started with this as a business?
Yeah. So when my friend had reached out to me, just, mainly about kind of she was kind of starting the business a little bit and just, mostly about the products. And at the time I was with another network marketing company that I had started with up in Canada. And so I wasn't super interested at the time, wasn't, too concerned about looking into it. And I started using the products, found I really liked the products. And over time, she kind of planted seeds, like, because the company I was with, the products weren't consumable. Like I really loved the products. There are things I still use in my house. I love them, but they weren't consumable. So it was also, I kind of needed to like find people to do parties to be able to make a living with, or to make income with this other company. And I kind of struggled with that and just getting people to want to have parties. And, that was just kind of a challenge. So over time, she kind of planted seeds, like, the Plexus, kind of the nice thing is that the products are consumable. People order every month. And so it's, you're getting residual income. And, kind of eventually the light bulb came on. I was like, oh yeah, like if I was doing this, I don't have to go out and find a whole new group of people every single month to still make in income. I was like, oh yeah, this makes a lot more sense. So, and just not having to do the parties, but parties can be fun, but just the connection with people and like helping them with their with their health, like something that is still like really meaningful was it just for me it was a lot more comfortable to like share with people because I knew what it could do for them and how it could help them.
I love that. So you saw a greater impact with people and the opportunity for better residual income because it was consumable product and no parties. Now parties aren't bad, but it is handy to not have to do them all the time. Okay, so then how did these products align with your personal values?
Yeah, so I think just over time, seeing like the testimonies that my friend was sharing, even before I was like on board with the business, but I was using the products myself, and I would see her share testimonies of how people's health had been changed by these products. And I was already like, I would see those and I was like, well, I know someone who has issues like that person, or I know somebody who has issues like that person. Like, I should probably tell them about Plexus. So it was just kind of natural, like, man, if you hear about something that could help a friend, especially with significant health issues or whatever they're experiencing, just having more energy, it's like you wouldn't not tell them about it if it did them. I think having a product actually that they work and really make a difference in people's lives, that's something that I can feel good about sharing. And it's not, I feel like I can have integrity while I'm sharing those things with people. So um yeah, just for me it's something as it's a way to like help other people, and that's part of my personality, is my Enneagram 2 self, that I want to help other people. So I feel like I'm really helping people when I share the products with them.
Yes. Okay. I love that. So the value of helping, yes, Enneagram 2 for any of the Enneagram lovers out there. That is a really big deal. What do you love most about Plexus? I'll finish with two more questions here.
I think the community, that was something I wasn't necessarily expecting when I started using the products, and just, being on the Facebook page, especially when it's like, no, at the time it wasn't, I mean, nobody in my area, nobody close by, except for my friend that lives in the same city was the one who introduced me to the products. But like a lot of you, I've met some of you in person now, some of the people on our team, but not everybody still. And we just have this really close knit community, and people just cheer each other on. And I don't, it's just, there's so much support, and it's not being like competitive with each other. Everybody supports each other and just lifts each other up. So yeah, I think just the community is one of the things I really love.
Mm, absolutely agree. And that was a big selling point for me too, when I said yes. One more question. What would you say to someone who might be scared to get started?
I would say this is, for me, I had been with some other network marketing companies, kind of dabbling like a little bit in the past, and that I was kind of hesitant to start with this one just because I was like, well, it's probably going to be the same as the others. But then it wasn't. So I would say, give it a chance. And, it's not necessarily like overnight you're going to be driving some fancy car all of a sudden, and all those things. And it's more about just helping people, and you can enjoy that process along the way. And no matter how long it takes to maybe reach certain goals, it's still worth it, because you're helping. If you kind of focus on just the fact that you're helping people when you share it with others, that's, for me, that's totally worth it.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Stephanie. I love your heart. I love this journey that you're on, and I can't wait to see more success come to you in abundance, girl. I'm so excited for you. Okay, so next we're going to hear from Jody. Jody McComas, she's been with Plexus over 5.5 years. She is actually my personal sponsor. She's the one who reached out to me, who I got to join Plexus with. Prior to Plexus, she worked in full-time ministry, again, which is how we met. She's been married 20 years this week, woo woo, and has 2 kids and lives in Portland, Oregon, which is 125 degrees. Actually, it's like 100, what is it, 15 or something? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, 115.
It's not right, is what it is. Okay, well, Jody, thanks for coming on tonight. Why don't we start with, what did you have to overcome to pursue this as a business? Were there any concerns that you had getting started with this as a business?
Yes. Well, I had many. I had many objections and things to overcome. Like you said, I was in full-time ministry, and I mean, first of all, money was an issue. That was an obstacle for us, living on a missionary, paycheck. And I had significant health issues. And so we were already buried in medical bills and doctor visits. And so I just felt skeptical that it would work for me, because I had tried everything, and not the money to just be thrown out there. And also, because of the ministry we were in, I knew that I couldn't do it as a business in the beginning. And so being told that I couldn't do it, I really counted myself out from the beginning. And so that was an obstacle. But when the products literally changed me as a human and restored my health, it was like, I cannot keep this to myself. And it was like God was saying, I answered this prayer that you have prayed for 20 years. Now, what are you going to do with it? And so from then on, I was like, okay, I'm going to go part-time in ministry and do this. And I was all in at that point. But I also was super skeptical that it would work, that it would pay, because I had done a couple other companies like years prior, and it just didn't make money. And I thought, that doesn't work. I was worried about what other people would think. I was worried that it would hurt my ministry. And honestly, what I found was that it just expanded it, and it expanded influence and impact and opened up doors that I never knew could be opened up. So those are a few.
Right. Well, I just love all those. There's so many real ones. Now, maybe not everyone watching this is in full-time ministry, but there's so many other ways that we count ourselves out from being able to have success in this, or even be able to pursue it. And I love that God used this as another way to expand your ministry. Like you said, I just think that's so awesome. Because I do know that your whole health journey has been absolutely transformed. Your list was a huge laundry list of health issues that you had beforehand. But moving on to the company aspect, what were some of the things that the company, their values, how did that line up with your personal values?
Yeah, well, because of my long history working with the medical field and a naturopath, one of my values was that it would be quality products, like quality ingredients. And that was one of the reasons that I chose to try Plexus, was because the ingredients were so good and the science behind them. And I really cared what I put in my body. And so that was number one. That was like, okay, I'm in. The products look amazing. I had all my specialists like look at them and check it off. And they were like, yep, it should do all the things that it says it's going to do. And I had 5 different doctors look at it. And then 2, when I heard the executives of the company talk, and when I would watch videos, and then when I met them, they live by the motto, if you're blessed, be a blessing. And they repeat it all the time, and they 100% live that out. And so for me, that was huge. And they also talked about how faith and family are always top priorities. And that for me was also exactly what I valued. And I thought, I want to be a part of a company that lives those values out. And I can tell you 5.5 years later, that is so true still today. And then the last thing is that they give abundantly. I don't know if you're familiar with our lean protein shakes, but we partner with Nourish One and Feeding America. And I can't even remember how many thousands. We just heard it this week, but every single bag of that product alone feeds 14 hungry people. And that is huge. Like, their providing for real needs, and they volunteer all over. They've won so many awards in Arizona for being a company that gives back generously. And I love that. It's so incredible to see lived out.
Yes, I think it's in the millions. I don't know
Yeah.
how many millions, but it's and like
24 million something.
in like the 3 years we've been doing it, or 2.5 years or something. It's not been a long time even, and it's really incredible. What do you think it's going to take to be profitable? Oh man, Stephanie just said 24 million. Okay, I was going to say 18. I was like, is it really that much? No, it's 24 million. Oh my goodness. Okay. What do you think, Jody, it's going to take to be profitable in this business?
I just think it's being willing to share your story, to share other people's story, be authentic, caring about people, being willing to serve others. And like you said at the very beginning, being committed to personal growth, like that is really it. Being committed to being a little uncomfortable all the time and caring enough about other people to share something with them that really works. Like, I really think that's it. You know, like you don't have to be extroverted. You don't have to have a huge list of friends on Facebook, you know, like those are the things that I started with, and I have watched so many people be successful, and that's what it takes.
Yes. Yes, I would totally agree with that. Okay, a couple more questions. What do you love most about Plexus?
Oh my goodness. This one I could go on for so long, but I'll share two, because I can't just go with one. I love watching other people come alive and succeed in their health and their business, like reach their goals. When you watch a mom, you know, come back to life and have energy to play with her kids, you know, and watching you, it's like you have these dreams that you started realizing. Watching things come true for you is so, it's great, and it makes me really emotional. Like, that's why I do it, to watch moms, you know, be able to go to the grocery store and not worry about putting things in their cart. Seeing a ministry that they want to give to and doing that, like, that to me is the best part, watching lives transform, and it's real. And so that is why I do it. Oh my gosh. I'm such a crier, but I was like, when I saw that question, I was like, that's what I want. And that's what I want for so many more people. And I know so many need it. And so that's why I keep sharing. That's why I invest in this, watching dreams come true. But also the people. And it's so fun, you guys. Like, I never dreamed that I would win trips like a cruise to the Caribbean, or multiple earned trips to Hawaii, and this year Mexico. That's fun. And I never got to do that before. And it's just awesome. And to do it with people who are encouraging and supportive and love other people well, like it's really a win-win for sure.
Absolutely. Oh, I love it. I love your heart, Jody.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know I was going to need Kleenex. The heat is melting all of me, apparently.
What would you say to someone who's scared to get started right now? Maybe that might be questioning this business for them.
Well, I just start with, like, what do you have to lose? And where do you want to be in 6 months? Or, oh, my friend Terry bringing me a tissue. Or 6 years, you know, like, is what you're doing right now going to get you there? And what are you willing to be a little uncomfortable for? And really, it's like, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And so I just always ask, you know, why not you? Why not give it a shot? It is absolutely worth it.
Yes. Why not you? I would absolutely second that. Thank you so much, Jody and Stephanie, for sharing your stories with us tonight and answering some of those questions. Because I know when you're considering this as an option to pursue residual income for your family, there are some real questions that your brain wants to bring up. And so hopefully these stories tonight helped answer some of those. If you have other ones, you can either throw them in the chat tonight or reach out to the person that invited you or is sharing this recording with you. And we can help dissolve those for you, because a lot of times they're really a non-issue. And we want to help your brain come to that conclusion so that you can powerfully make this decision for yourself. Even if it's a no, that you could have all the information in front of you to be able to choose that. But why Plexus and why now? Here's what it looks like to take the next step. It's only $9.95 right now this week, the end of June. I don't know if this is going to still be in July, but I know it's for sure in June. $9.95 to start your business. Plus, you're going to want to grab one of our best-selling combos to get you started on your own health journey. We find more people find success when they're a product of the product. We have simple systems and a community that will get you started on the right foot and allow you to feel authentic to yourself and your values without having to cold message all your friends that you haven't talked to in 10 years. That doesn't mean you're not going to have to send a message. Obviously, we want to share this from the rooftops, but do it with people that you actually know and care about and that you're in conversations with, right? Right now, when you find 3 friends to join you on this journey, you can make a simple $400. What could you do with an extra $400 in your budget this month? Maybe $500 or $1,000 or more. Start dreaming again of what it would take for you to create the life that you love. Really and truly, what would that $400 do for you? Would it be savings? Would it get you out of debt? Would it be groceries? Would it be saying yes to a trip, or soccer or whatever it might be for your kids, right? I want to thank you so much again for joining us tonight. Truly so excited for you to begin your journey. Reach out to the person that invited you. Tell them that you're ready to start this incredible journey towards your health and financial freedom. And they will get you set up for success with one of our welcome packs, a customizable system with our products that will help you in your next steps to launch you into your journey toward freedom in your health and your finances. Thank you so much, Stephanie and Jody, again for your time tonight, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.